believe in Him, He will do it. Always be positive. And leave the rest to God at His own time. Worry ourselves sick too much. Little things on children. Just keep on guiding them to prayer. Because let me tell you, they are not God them baggers. They will continue their life. So it is when you are there, you uphold them with your prayers, with your advice, with your counseling, everything. So we give God all the blessings. That day, that mommy wants to sing more. That day, it's allowed, dancing is allowed. We can dance as long as we want. Thank you very much. Of what you need to know about assessing your prompts and the options available to you. This is what I say your one please. Give you a big round of applause.
Thank you very much, man. Guys and mommies, good morning. Money pages are brothers and sisters, good morning. Thank my God, Mr. Man, it's all past. Okay, good morning to you all. We will be thinking about congratulations. So whether you will be happy or me, congratulations. You see, this particular set is one of the most fantastic sets. I'll tell you why I say that. You see, the moment I let the book, they almost continues to say ground. You know, you want to buy now, so what do you want? Thank you. You know what was saying something struck me. I don't know. you now, this is not the time to start kissing you. So I know this sounds completely. And also, the age of your food, then why people never know the back to my home. So there will be phone, so please let us put our phone on silent. No people seem to be on silent. And finally, another thing that struck me is that when my mother was speaking, I realized that I just wanted to say, these are really acts in the way it's ready. Before when you don't talk about what is ready, anytime you want to talk is you always want to face out of your face. And that's it for you. I'm seeing it smiling, singing, dancing. So what you need to say that people know that you will have and you will not know the law. They can therefore, and this is your own morning of joy, right? So thanks to God for yourself, please. So thank you, you are all here for business, and I'm sure before you will allow to enter this world, you have asked for questions at 2 different days, economically and secondly, right? So it shows that you actually tested by the power that you should be able to for what? For all presentation, right? So that is the reason why you are here for all presentation. Presentation to you, for you to produce some things that you should know. So I will be learning informed. Okay, so as like my last said, nobody will produce you, nobody will tell you that that's control, right? And so that's why we are here this morning, and by the grace of God, the little time we will spend together, I'm sure you will gain one or two things. Just like my mornings I was talking about, this that we want to do is an addition to what we have read from that nuclear of the history. Not very simple. For those of us who are teachers, whenever they are doing accounting, it's what we call additional information, right? And then it's always additional information. So what we want to do is addition to whatever you will read from that influence that will be given to you. Now, like I said, we are here for presentation, and this is how we will take it today. This is how we will take it today. Was today, that's a piece of you. So I think it's given to you. You know if it is yours or not. Now, this time has different parts. So by the time we start sharing it, you will see that the one your best friend is getting is different from the one. I always find one in the one was making you. But please, to financial, understand that we have Yoruba, we have Hausa, we have Igbo, we have Indian. Not everybody understands ADAC 100%. So mixing English with Yoruba, so that our grandma who are from Igbo, our one Igbo, thank you. So, we represent the power that we will go down to the camera, to our food, to the power by you. And that's why I'm here asking for that. The first thing we need to know out of God is that we have 3 types that we are seeing today. I'm not saying we will get the 3 types. We have 3 types. You will get any of those 3 types. So by the time we start sharing it, when you see the birth certificate with 2 faces, can you also from the back? Can you also from the back? Àbẹ̀jọ bí bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ máa láìkí kọ́ máa dá mi lóhùn ọ̀tọ̀ máa ń jíjà mi nìyẹn bí bá ti dá mi lóhùn máa kọ́ máa sọ pé máa tó bí ètò drop to be that as you feel everything so please once I just go and listen just answer me your entire service period in Ministry of Health, Education, Finance, environmental services, the lands. Okay? That was when you started and that was when you ended. This is the point. Sorry, I missed that one. If you work under superior, okay, you do service before 1991. Okay, you work under superior, whether teacher, gardener, messenger, or whatever position was. But you joined before 1991, January 1st, 1991. That's when you joined. Now, your board now has two cases. Your parents are your board. Okay, but if you join effective from 1st January 1991, it only have one face. So if you join before that time, that means you have two faces. Now why? Why do you have it in two faces? This is it. For the pre-service in that year, let me say 1987, that was when you joined service. Till 31st of December 1990. I'm coming. It was the responsibility of Lagos State government to pay the pension. It was level Lagos pension number to 1990. 31st December, it was Lagos government that was responsible for paying for your pension. Okay, now effective from 1st January 1991, it became the responsibility of local government to start paying your pension. Are you following me? How people that are farmers that are following you are talking very well. So it becomes the responsibility of the local government to start paying your pension. And for accountability purposes and for future reference, that's what we are finding it. Okay, we are approaching it. The one for that period when the government was stand for it, and the one for the people that became the future of rural governments. But you do not worry. That's the one for Lagos State and the one for the local government who will pay you. Put your hands together for Lagos State now. Who will pay you? What you are talking is just for October. So they put amount into your RSA. Do you understand that? Thank you. Now, just for it, I said from 1970 to 1990 December 24th. Now from January 1st, 1991 till not very now till 31st March 2007. That is what you say. I will explain why it stopped there. I will explain why it did not extend to the retirement stage. I will explain the cause of the lecture. But you understand this now? Thank you. Now the next type of borrowing you will see this morning is a single phase borrowing. Can we start this one? Yes, yes. Okay, but this place has something on it, right? So this is a single phase borrowing. So who are those that will get this kind of borrowing? Those who work in the Ministry of Health, Agriculture, physical planning. So if you started it and you ended it, whether 5 years or 22 or 21 or 19, your body will have a single phase. You know why? Those things will be the right to now. So what you do about it is so where people cater for why Lagos is so it's just a single phase. Also, if you work under local government, that was where you started from. That was where you ended all your life. So your bond also have a single phase bond. Are you following me? Yes. Are you following me? Okay. So then the final and last type of bond we find this morning is a bond with an attachment. Attachment, Can you see attachment? Can you see it? This white paper. Yes, that's Ashokola. I'm sure some of you already know why this is. Now, who are those that will get this kind of bond? Majorly, they are always teachers. And without saying it, you know why. They are always teachers. Now, if you started at another state, okay, and came into Lagos on transfer, Okay, you didn't start in Lagos, you find another state. Okay, you came through transfer. Now, the period was your service is not, there was no break. It's a continuous course, right? So those people who work in that space, right? So we are fortunate, those people who work in that state, who are fortunate, let me show you for instance, who are fortunate, and the people who work in Lagos State, when you retire, will also apportion it. So the government will pay its own share for that number of years to work. Then the number of years to work in Sokoto, okay, will be given to you by Sokoto. But what we need to do is not to give you a letter to pay to Sokoto to go and collect your benefits. So sometimes our officer want to call us to you the line. You know why? That's why they like it. There's no time that Sokoto has a clue. Àwọn gẹ́gẹ́ ìwé ìwọ́n bá dára àwọn láti ní ọgbẹ́ náà fáìn lọ ọgbẹ́ náà bóyá kíá transfer after ìfẹ́ kò lè bí ìwà àti ìwáṣẹ̀ I don't know kò sí pé ó wà wí ti tẹ̀ we are going together so that's why for Sokoto our assembly in Lagos State so the period of the Sokoto wey go down to Lagos State we give you the letter to bring to that state to go and claim your benefit. But the one who works for Lagos State government will pay you to be understand to understand. Thank you very much. So now the next one we look at are the features of this one. In our own how to shape pàtàkì wọn náà tó yẹ ká wọn kàfẹ́ wọn features. Okay, now I'll tell you. But please, before I start, I want to beg you. My time is going to give to you. I want to grab. And I want to beg you. Come over here. Please, it's not, I'm not joking. The last thing you should look out for is the amount on it. You know what? If you look at the amount first, maybe you came here with a amount, say, go over 10,000. By the time you get it, now see 10 million. You need to know the time to see it, just in it. I pay you. Right? Or maybe by selling 10,000, you're not seeing 2,000. So please, you forget to look out for other things that are more important. So don't look at the money first. I'll tell you what are the things you should look out for first. Then the money is the last thing you look out for. Because when I like the lot, today, all of you are already millionaire. So today already now. But please listen to my instructions. Now what is given to you? What you need to look out for? The first thing is your name. Okay? Because I don't know that ó ṣe é ṣe káwọn kan spend bákan the other person to spend for another way. For instance, the kind of values ṣọlá sọ̀rọ̀kúwá S-H-O-L-A sọ̀rọ̀kúwá it as S-O-L-A. So if in your case you have been using S-H-O-L-A and that the one is used to now saying S-O-L-A and all your service document is carrying S-H-O-L-A. What do? You are not the person who ẹni kọ́ owó okay even if other names are correct the fact that that one is not for every student na not the same person so make sure that it is the way that we are using it that is written on this whole certificate if that is your shop your Sunday first day last day everything is correctly written it is good fine everybody go there now and move to the next one which is your gender. Okay, ọkùnrin ní ẹwà ní f lórí ẹ ṣé wàá gbà á yà á fi by email and your brother see f you f is no that's to complain or you are a female na see f no f for ọkùnrin f for obìnrin olùwà okay after detention you move to your date of birth ọjọ́ ìbí ọjọ́ very very important. In fact, ó ṣe pàtàkì gan-an, very very important. Now, if you are here as my dad and my mom or my brother and my sister, so and you know when you try service now, anything now, you so make sure that it is that thing that you are seeing here, that you have been using it, that you are seeing here. Don't go and override yourself that make by not give you, God might not give you. No, make sure it is that is what you have been using to secure service that you are seeing here. If the thing is not correct, the month is correct, the year is correct, it is wrong. Make sure that both the day, the month, and the year are both correct, are all correct. Before you can say yes, this is my own way to but one thing ensure me, yes, the next thing we should look out for is also our PIN number to probably PFA certificate to our phone. And then our photo make more than the 12. So we look at it. I'm sure that I'm very sure most of us not know it offhand and already, but if you have a means of checking, just make sure it is correct because this is also very very important. And your account ends with 01 and you are sending 02 clear that your account. So please make sure it is your PIN number. If you cannot confirm it now, once you get it, that should be the first thing you should go and check. Okay? But if you can confirm and realize that it is wrong, complain. Any staff you see wearing these shirts, báwo ni only complain on here, you direct to the appropriate office. Okay? So that's the update of that. Then your designation, then your grade level as SARS. Yes, that's how the state is now. Your grade level, whatever be as your grade level, it's not the grade level you retired with. I will explain. Okay? The grade level you see here is under your grade level as at 31st March 2007. Somebody asked why, I will explain. Now this is it. From the time you join service, from the year you join service, we are operating what we call O-scheme, defined benefit O-scheme, right? Then, about the 31st March precisely, we ended that scheme and now we moved into the CPS. CPS means Contributory Pension Scheme. So we now move into the CPS. And that was when we had to go and meet IPTC, Trust Fund, Crusader, NLPC, ARM, Leadway, and go and register with them. So that your monthly pension, both the one from you as an employee and the one from your employer will be paid or remitted into that your benefit. So, effective from April 2007, your pension was being remitted into your RSA. RSA means retirement savings account. So what should when you get your payslip, you realize that a part is taken from your salary and is being paid into your PFA, and also the employer too will pay part into your PFA, and that's why you get a lot on a monthly basis. So that time till you retire is already in your RSA. But the one you work for before the advent of this CPS is what you want to get. That's what you see here. Show me one. Okay, now, so if you retired on grade level 15 as at 2019 or 2020 when you retired, but as at 2007 you're probably on level 10. So what you will see here is level 10, not level 15. So do you understand? Somebody will be asking, so what will that is an income? I've told you already. Where is the money? In your RSA with your PFA. Okay? So now what you will see here is your grade level as at 31st March 2007. So this thing has been carefully, meticulously calculated that we wanted to ensure that there will be no mistake. So now what we are saying is that this thing you are seeing here is correct. However, if you feel maybe your step, you should be on step 14, not step 11. This is not correct. You want to contest it. It's allowed. Okay, if you feel this is not the right grade level and step for you, it's allowed. But don't complain based on what is on your principles. No, your principle is not the right document to tell you the grade level and step. What you need, we don't want to work with your promotion letters. So if you want to write to contest this, all you need to do is get your appointment letter, your confirmation letter, or all your promotion letters, still damn it. Okay, write the letter and press it to the Director General Lagos State Pension Commission. You want to contest what was given to you, then come and submit it. We'll look into it. If we do it again and we realize that you were short paid, we'll call you, Mr. Loboke, I'm paying Obashi, okay, we'll give you the additional. But if it is not, if it is correct, we'll tell you, Mr. Loboke, everything you have on your bond is actually correct, no mistake. But please, if we call you or if you want to contest, do not return the original bond. I'm telling you Expo now. I'm talking about Expo. You want to go Expo? So I'm whispering the Expo to you. When you want to write a letter, don't return the original bond. You have been waiting for years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. You now want to return the bond that is given to you. So what you need to do is just make a photocopy of this bond and attach it to the letter you want to write. Keep this one with you. When it is time, take it to your PFA. Go and process your money. Get your money. Start spending it. So if there is a short payment here, by the time we prepare it and we determine the amount, we also pay that money into your RSA. So don't return this. But if you return the bond, then we'll collect it. We'll do it again. So please do not return the bond. So once you have ensured that okay, it's available and step are satisfied with that, then you also see your next of skills, the next of kin address. Those ones are really not they are really not important. Okay, they are not really very important. But if you want to change the rest of kin, or you want to change the rest of kin address, you can do that when you get to your PFA. Okay, when you get to your PFA, you can change that. So do we understand what I've explained so far? People to my far left, show you what okay, so now I think that's all we need to know about this. So then, finally, money, kill us up. Again. So you cannot look at me money. Then once you see it, let me call it. And then what you call it is your sweat, right? Sweat. Even no matter how small it is your sweat. After when my mommy was praying, she said, I want to large your parent. She wants to live by me. So even if the money is 10 billion and the person is not here, does it make any sense? Does it make any value? No. The fact that you are alive to connect it with your own ends. Just say, Oluwa, right? Thank you very much. So we are moving to the next. No, then there will be time for you to ask your questions. Just note them down. We'll ask your questions later. Okay, so let me begin. What you are getting here today is your past benefit before the 6 years. Then every money that you are entitled to when you join the 6 years is already in your RSA. Okay, put your savings and your investment interest, everything is there. Now, when you get bond, just give the PFAs some time. If money back there, okay? I'm going to pay automatic text messages that we so amount has been paid into your RSA account. Then you give them a little time, then you pay them a visit. Okay? Just like that is dressing. When you are going there, dress the same way. The line is sick, wash you to find, because it is your sweat. Okay, so by the time you start getting text messages, you can go to your PFA and you are going there for what we call an exit meeting. Ìpàdé ìdákọ̀ọ́kọ́ exit meeting. What we are doing now is, even how many people saw, I don't know the number, but when you get there, it is 1-to-1, 1:1. So if you have 50 people waiting, sitting on the waiting chairs, they can't add 2 people. It has to be one. So please, actually tell our parents, you are kings, okay? Obani, okay? So kings and queens, yes. So when you are going there, the man will pay 100,000 go and there. You know the man for come out with me, make it really wash it, give me 100,000 go show owó yín ni o. As a matter of fact, owó yín nothing. Not exactly is when you get there, no matter the amount, be bold, be confident. When you get there, they give you a seat, sit down, rest your back, cross your legs, if possible, okay? Tọ́lá fún yín ní tì, àwọn sọ̀rọ̀ tọ́lá fún yín tì kíkẹ́ ṣe ẹgbàá kẹmú. Tọ́lá fún yín kọ́ọ̀fì ẹgbàá kẹmú. Tó bẹ̀ máa ń gbé yín, if you are thirsty, tell them, I give you a glass of water. Okay, they won't know you. So, but please and please, what you have prepared in your mind to do, okay, when you get there, don't let that tea or coffee or snacks let me use our slang, shake, come and shake you, okay, I'm not taking tea as coffee and go down, these people are nice, they give you very good coffee, no, take the coffee, but your mind is your mind, you will not change, okay? So they are waiting for an exit meeting, but while you are waiting for them to send you a text, okay, or to call you to come for that meeting, there are some things that you need to put together. Take them out what's next in case that be one. What are the things? Because when you get them, ask you for your appointment letter. They will ask for your retirement letter. Then a valid ID card. For those of us who live in estates, your estate ID card is not a valid ID card. Your driver's license, international passport, national ID card, those are very good ways of identifying yourself. You will get it from you. Okay? So now, even those of us who did not drop our ID card, let me share. We talk about buying no one, it's not a valid means of identification. Okay, so when you get all these things, keep them. What else do you need? You need any of your last 3 payslips. Any. Like, let me give you an example. The value time in March, Oshuketa Odu. Okay? Now, if you can get Oshukeni Odu, Tabi, Oshuketi Odu, Abi, Oshuketa Odu, it's fine. Any of those 3 months, it's fine. Not the Kojaki Bube, the market. Any of those 3 months, it's fine. Okay? So what else do you need? I think I've said it all. Those few things are the things you need to plan with. So if you know you don't have them, start looking for them before you get the text messages from your PFV. Now, when you come and say that looking for an exit meeting, and at that meeting, a decision will be made by you, not by him. So you are going there for an exit meeting, and that meeting, you are going there to determine what your lump sum will be, the percentage, and to choose your mode of pension payments. Okay? That's what I'm going there for. But please note that when you get there, when you please pay attention, please, let's not distract ourselves. When you get there, I said earlier on that no matter what they tell you, of course you have prepared your mind already before leaving your houses. So when you get it, why not changing your mind? So please let your will be your will. Okay, so we are going there for an exit meeting, and at that meeting you want to know what your lump sum will be. But before I address that, now let me quickly address some key issues. For instance, if you are here this morning as a beneficiary, and so please, as a beneficiary, you are just going there to go, and once you meet up with their requirements, all you need to do is they will pay you the money in that account, everything, MPOC, on my profile MPOC. You are not doing any lump sum, they will give everything to you, MPOC. Okay, I've explained that, right? Is that taking you? Yes. Okay, everything will be given to you. Now, I said if you are here as a beneficiary, and net of kin or beneficiary or net of kin beneficiary, I will explain the difference to you later. If you are here as a beneficiary or net of kin, whatever. Now, by the time you get to your PFA, you are not doing this issue of lump sum, program withdrawal, or everything that account will be given to you like or not en bloc, provided you meet up with their requirements, everything perfect, everything, they will give you all the money in that account en bloc. Is that taken now? Okay. Now, for those of us who falls into the category of what I want to explain now, so when you are going there, when you get there, now they welcome you, Mr. Lagaja, welcome, have your seat, you sit down. Now you want to discuss what you want to know the percentage of your lump sum and what you want to do and with your program withdrawal. But please note, when you are discussing at that meeting with that representative of that PFA, now if while talking about the lump sum, note that according to the law, your lump sum, lump sum it cannot be less than 25%, and it cannot be more than 50%. Okay, so it can't be less than how many percent? And not more than how many percent? People to my family, are we between you? Okay, so when you get there, and what they are showing you is showing you 23%. Will you accept that? No. You accept money? No. Because you already informed now that it cannot be less than 25% and not more than 50%. That's what we should go first, the Bible also. Okay? So when you are discussing with that representative at that table, there's what we call arrears. I will explain what arrears means. Now, you have retired since 2019 or 2020. You know, the following months after your retirement month, you're supposed to be doing your monthly pensions, right? But you've not been getting anything, right? Now, arrears means that those months, like it's my pension, till now, careful, that's what arrears means. Okay, so if you don't want to collect arrears, you want to apply for arrears, okay, the only the people that will pay you arrears is that your PFA. Okay, so you will tell that person that mo fẹ́ arrears o, remember, tell them mo fẹ́ gba arrears o, but please note that arrears is not from anywhere, it's from where? From your money, from that money in your account. Because what is in your account is the totality of both your past service and yes. Okay, so what are you by saying? Value of the company and the one you have contributed in your RSA, the totality of that is your total benefit for the number of years you have served. So if you are applying for arrears, it's not that money will come from that place, it's from that same account. And don't forget, if you collect arrears, what it means is that what you'll be getting every month will reduce. Okay? You are saying, I will still explain to you. It will be lesser. Yes. Now, if you tell them what arrears, tell your brother, auntie, check up with me, you feel that arrears, okay, you will tell them. So if the total month is, if your money is able to cater for it, they will tell you. If your money is not able to cater for it, maybe they will tell you how many months you can get as arrears. But just tell them that you want arrears. Now, your lump sum is taken off 25%, for instance. Okay? So the remaining money in that account, in that your RSA, is what you will now decide either you want to do any of these two modules, program withdrawal or annuity. Do you know, are you following now? Are we following now? Yes. Okay, I don't want everybody to do side process so we can gain as much as. So now that has been determined because you know why? Sometimes our retirees, when you are going, you start getting my fingers and yes, 35% in the I want 40%, I want this percent, I want that percent, I want this percent. It doesn't work that way. They don't have the power to give you anything they like as lump sum. It's not done arbitrarily, no. There's a template for everybody. All of you here, you have the same template. It's just that the parameters might be different. Like somebody is born 1980, another person 1940. Do you understand? So those are the parameters that will differ. But you see, the template is the same for everybody. So by the time they ask you, what's your gender, what's your date of birth, how much is in your RSA, those are the things that will determine how much you can get as percentage for lump sum. Do you understand now? So it's not as if someone will just look at, this is my in-law, I need to take care of my in-law, I'll give 40%, it doesn't work that way. So once those things are keyed into the system, you will see they will print it out and show it to you. Then you will see for yourself what you are able to pay as percentage of for lump sum. So once that is given to you have seen it, 25% for instance, you have seen it. Now, if you look at those small leaflets that are given to you, the 2 leaflets, the smallest one has 2 phone numbers on it. Because you all know the importance of signature, right? Because for everything that are pertinent to this your pension, you have to be signing. You have to sign. Even when you will sign, you have to sign. And you know what to sign. What does that mean? When you sign, what does that mean? So if they pick templates for you and you sign, what it means is that everything is okay. Even if it's 20% you see on it and you sign, you are telling them it's okay. But if there are things you feel before you sign, you can pick any of those 2 numbers and call us. Mr. Laspec, Mrs. Laspec, this and this and this and this are what I'm experiencing here. Does it make sense? Is it correct? Is it real? Is it true? I will tell you, mommy, it's fine, it's fine. But tell you, mommy, it's not fine. Don't sign. Even if you call and nobody's speaking on the calls, don't get angry and say, "Oh, wake up, let me sign." No, because if you sign and you now call you back and you are saying, once you sign, you are signing, you can't go back home. So you can always reschedule your appointment if nobody's speaking the course. I will come and continue tomorrow. Do you understand? You follow me? Yes. Am I making sense? Yes. So that's how you should do it. Don't sign anything I don't understand. Now, if you have signed, everything is fine, and you have signed, you'll be given the template. You know what your lump sum percentage is. So the remaining money in that your RSA means what? Retirement savings account. So the remaining money in that account is what you want to do to use to buy either an AT or do program withdrawal. But before I explain those 2 modules, let me explain to us that not everybody will get lump sum. Not all of us here will get lump sum. Some persons will not fall into that category. Now this is it. Before now, the law states that if your total benefits, both the one on this bond and the one you have contributed in your RSA is not more than 550,000 naira, I should be giving everything. Left or not, en block. But if it is 600,000 naira, then you can't get everything. You have to get lump sum and do either program withdrawal or annuity. But recently there has been a new development. So that money has been lifted. So now what the law says is that if your monthly pension after your template has been generated, your total monthly pension to a Kemanga is not more than 1/3 of the minimum wage. Okay, you should be giving everything in block. So what happens is that as we stand here, some persons whose total benefit is not more than 1 million will probably get everything in block. So do you understand that? Do you understand that? Yes. Some persons whose total benefit is not more than 1 million will probably get everything in block. But if it's more than 1/3 of the minimum wage, then you can't get everything in block. You cannot get everything in block. Now, how will you know? You will know because they won't tell you. They will give you the paper. They will give you the template. You will see it there. If you cannot read, you cannot write. When you are going, you can go with your son. You can go with your daughter. Too much about for you. So you will know if it is more than 1/3 or not. So I don't feel like they've cheated you. I want to play company for you. So do you understand to that extent? We are told. Do you understand to that extent? Okay. So now we are assuming that everything is fine. You need to you've collected your lump sum. So the remaining money in that account, you need to buy either annuity or you need to do what we call program withdrawal. But let me tell you again that you see the issue of lump sum is not even compulsory. It's optional. But it's a whole fair lump sum. Because you know what, like I said, that lump sum is also coming from your total benefits. The areas you are applying for is also coming from your total benefits. But look at all of us. Our things are looking radiant. God has been keeping us. Our children has been helping us. Some of us, we don't have anything to spend money on. It's just for us to, everything is just the only one, no children sent to school, thing. And you feel like, everybody, of course, everybody knows my money, but nevertheless, you feel like, I have little to spend on. That my lump sum, instead of collecting lump sum, team and motivation party, let it be there so that your monthly pension can be as fat as me. Check your salary. Ẹ má bù mí náà, check your salary. So your monthly pension can be as fat as me. I'm not fat. Okay. But if I'm part of my pension, right? So your monthly pension can be. Thank you. So if you don't pick arrears, you did not take lump sum. Of course, now if daddy and mommy like this, their money is the same thing, same amount, everything. And daddy says, I'm not taking arrears, I'm not taking lump sum. And mommy is taking arrears, mommy is taking lump sum. With their monthly pension the same amount. Why? Do you understand? So it depends if you take the two, both lump sum and arrears. Of course, your monthly pension will be yes. But if you do not take at all, then you know that it will be a bit okay, because you know why? The major key interest in this CPS is that what you get on a monthly basis, not what you get at once and you go and spend. What you get on a monthly basis. When you were in service, your salary was 150,000 naira. Now you have retired. So we need to find a balance that what you get on a monthly basis at least can cater for some things, if not everything. So the key interest is what you get on a monthly basis as pension, not what you get as lump sum or arrears. Okay, so like I said, it's optional. Arrears optional, lump sum optional. But please don't misquote me. I did not say you should not get lump sum. I did not say you should not get arrears. Check what's up there. So now we are going into the two modules. Okay, the two modules: program withdrawal and annuity. How does it work? What was it? I told you that I said what I'm going to say here is just an addition to what is in that your leaflet. You can go and read them up later. So if you be opting for what are the things you need to know? If you be opting for annuity, what are the things you need to know? So I'm going to take annuity first. For those who will be interested in taking annuity, what are the things you need to know? The first thing you should know about annuity is that it is offered by insurance companies. Okay? It is offered by insurance companies. So if you say you want to do annuity, what you are telling them is that you are taking your money out from that PFA to buy annuity with an insurance company. So for in Lagos State, I will give you the names of insurance companies that we liaise with. Okay, I will read out the names to you. We have Midway Assurance, and we also have AS. You are fine. However, your son, your daughter, or your son, your daughter-in-law was an insurance company that you feel you want to go and buy annuity from, and I did not mention that insurance company's name. There's no big deal. Just tell us. We'll give you permission to go. But whatever happens is not under our body. What I've just said to you, the insurance companies that we liaise with. Okay, so when you will be giving the, but let me just we have Midway Assurance, Tangerine Life, Custodian Insurance, ICO Insurance, FBN Insurance, IBTC Insurance, and AS Life Insurance. So let me go back to annuity. I've said that annuity is a product of insurance companies. So if you are going for annuity, you are taking your money away from the PFA to an insurance company. Now, you know that already. Now, another thing you should know about annuity is that if you do annuity, it is not done that you get your pension every month. It's not by force that you get your pension every month. You can get it every 3 months. You can get it every 6 months. You just tell them when you want it. And you can also get it every month. There's a room for that. Okay? There's a room for that. If you want to do annuity as well, understand that annuity is for life. Annuity will pay you pensions for life till you die. So if you are 70 now and you live 40 years more, annuity will pay you pension for that 40 years. Because Ogata, kilo masele, you will not pay. So you get your pension. So you get your pension every month till you die. But note that there is a clause that annuity is guaranteed for 10 years. That guarantee does not mean that they will pay you for 10 years. The guarantee means that if you die, if the person dies, like go along, Nikula Itojo, Okwalama live long to enjoy this benefit. So 10 years back, between that first year and the 10th year, that's what that guarantee means. Okay, so they will know how much to be given to the beneficiaries. Okay, so that's the guarantee. One of that guarantee period means that if the person dies between that first year and the 10th year, let's assume that after 2 years of signing up for annuity, the annuitant now dies. Wow. So in maybe 8 years, okay, will be given to the beneficiaries. Show you one. Or the person spends 7 years and the person dies. How many years will pay to the beneficiaries? Yes. You are very brilliant. Let's clap for ourselves, please. So 3 years now, beneficiaries now gone. But if the person dies the 11th year, you have enjoyed it for 10 years. Now you are enjoying the 11th year. The person now dies. What it means is that the beneficiaries will not get anything. But don't forget, if you live for 40 years, you continue to get your money every month. Do you understand that now? Do you understand that now? So I'm not saying I have to pay you for 10 years. So no. Okay, now I've understood that. You also know that if you are signing up for annuity as a mode of paying pension every month, now at the point of signing up, you will have been required or requested to name your beneficiary. Okay, and okay, so it's not your next of kin. No. Beneficiary that was the next of kin, you will get to know in the course of this seminar. Okay, so your beneficiary name beneficiary you sign up. So all you need to do is to call the beneficiary that you have named, and they can be 2, they can be 3, they can be 1. Not going to know. You just call them, and if you did not finish the 10 years, you just pay them the balance of that 10 years guarantee period. Okay? Do you understand? So you don't need to go and be looking for something before you get the money. You've named the person already. You just call the person, take, and everything will be sorted. So the issue of every month pension will terminate. Everything will just be given to them to take. Okay? So then also, if you want to do annuity, please note that you can move from one annuity to another after a year or 2. Okay, you can move, you can switch. It's not that because you sign up with this particular insurance company, you have to finish with them. No, you can always move. If you feel I want to move, you can move. It's allowed. Okay, but if you start with annuity, you cannot move to program withdrawal, or you can move to another insurance companies. Are we following? Daddies, are we following? Mommies, are we following? Okay, so I think those are the basic things you should know about annuity. In addition to what you will read in that paper that's given to you, those are the important things you need to know about annuity. So I'm going to take the things that are important you should know about program withdrawal as well. Now, please, we at Laspec, we are not telling you that this one is good, this one is bad. They are both good. The 2 modules are good. Just choose the one you feel like is good for you. Now let's take program withdrawal. What is the first thing you know about program withdrawal? It is that program withdrawal is offered by the PFAs. PFA means pension fund administrators. Àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ni àwọn àgbẹ̀ ní IPTC, Crusader, NLPC, Leadway, and the likes. So those are the PFAs. Those are the ones that are keeping your accounts currently. So if you want to do program withdrawal, what it means is that you are telling them that I still want to deal with you. Do you understand? That's the first thing you know about program withdrawal. Also, program withdrawal will pay you your monthly pension, quarterly, monthly, however they want it, they will pay you. Minimum, the minimum is not stated, but while you are still alive. The minimum is not stated. Don't forget. So, nobody is telling me that they will pay for this particular year. As long as there's something we call, I will explain the beneficiary, okay, who gets access to the money in that account. Everything will be given to the envelope. However, However, if the person did not do a will, the person did not do or write a will, so the beneficiary will be required to go and do what we call LOA. LOA means letter of administration. And for the beneficiaries who are here this morning, if you ask them, they will tell you what they went through, what they passed through before they could get that thing done. Okay? But it is a requirement for that program to do that. They have to go and do LOA if the person did not write a will. Don't understand? Show you one. Okay, now so these two packages, like I said, are very good. None is the one, they are both good. It's just that what you need to do might not be what Mr. Adebisi need to do. Okay, what you do is that just look at your own personal life. You can call your children, your husband, your wife, reason together, but you don't have to like to be calling your director when you're in service, or your best friend making that shit, you will make shit. After living here with all the house and space lecturing you, and you now stand outside that. Ìtọ́ mi máa sọ̀rọ̀ tàbí màdó sọ. Mr. Kini, ewo lè yí ṣe jàre, oní mo fẹ́ ṣe tí n bá gbọ́. What it means is that I have not said anything, right? So we are telling you this so you can make informed decision. Okay? So the only person that you have input is your family members, your children, and your husband. Okay? So don't look at what Mr. Babeda is doing, and that is what I will do. But I've told you, I'll be again, the two packages are good, they are fantastic. The fact that I'm not doing something is bad. It's just that it doesn't suit my yes. So please and please, our prayer for you is that you all will live in good health. Yeah. So that whatever modules you sign up for, you will enjoy it and enjoy it. Yeah. You are the one that will gain the benefits and guarantee service providers. You will enjoy your money till you are tired. Yeah. Nobody will die on time in the world. So please, thank you very much for the time for you to ask your questions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Oluwaseyi. I believe we have all comprehended, digested, and we all understand all he's been telling us. Yes or no? Yes. Give yourself a big round of applause for being very attentive with our needs. While that was going on, while the explanation was going on, we have the big wigs, as I call them, in our midst. I'd like to formally welcome the Permanent Secretary, Civil Service Pension of 5th.
We still get stopped.
Oh, okay. I'd like to formally welcome the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Establishment, Training and Pensions, Dr. Abiodun Onoyemi. It's not easy to read to doctor level. Give him another round of applause. Thank you very much. You're most welcome to the program. And is standing in for the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Establishment, Training and Pensions, Mrs. Ajibola Monli. Also with us is our guy at the top here, the Director General, Lagos State Pension Commission, in person of Mr. Babalola Obilala. I call him the round peg in the round hole. Give him another round. He knows his audience as far as pension matters. And is able lieutenant. Although I don't know if I can say it, the commissioner used to call them partners in, I won't be able to finish it. Me, I'm just partners in progress. I want to introduce to you Mr. Olumo Iwashi, the Executive Director of Finance and Admin at Finance and Investment, Lagos State Pension Commission. You're most welcome to today's program. Without much ado, I'll invite the Director General to please come and welcome us formally to this occasion. Please give him a big round of
The Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Establishments, Training and Pension, Mrs. Ajimola Kwanle, ably represented by Permanent Secretary, Office of Establishments and Training, Dr. Abiodun Onoyele. My brother, friend and colleague, Mr. Olumiwa Oshi, the Executive Director of Finance and Investment, Lagos State Pension Commission, all staff of Lagos State Pension Commission here present, representatives of the pension fund administrators and annuity providers, our retirees and the celebrants of today, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I want to wish you all a good morning, and I would like to welcome you all to the 94th Batch Retirement Benefit Bond Certificate Presentation Ceremony for retirees of the Lagos State Public Service. This event has been organized by the state government to celebrate our dear retirees and to thank you for your labor of love and contributions to Lagos State, the center of excellence. First, let me say, we know that it's been a while, but we thank God that you are collecting your benefits today. And we pray that this money that you are collecting today, you will not use it for illness. I want also to appreciate the efforts of Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, and the present administration towards the success of the Contributory Pension Scheme. Mr. Governor has continuously prioritized the funding of retirement fund accounts to ensure that retirees access their retirement benefits as soon as possible. I know that my colleague Sheyi has told you a lot about the two options available to you. Please, like he said, decide for yourself. Because Mr. A does one does not mean Mr. B should do the same thing. Your circumstances are different. If, when you leave here, you are still not clear, I am sure you have been handed some pamphlets. Those pamphlets have telephone numbers behind them. If you still need further clarifications, please call those numbers. We will talk to you and see you through. You also need to be careful of people that will come to you and offer you various juicy investment opportunities. Please take your time to decide what you want to do with your money. For the men, I pray that you will not use it to go and marry a second wife. I can see some of our fathers here are refusing to say amen to that. And for the women, it's not the time to buy Nashwebi. Honestly, the prayer is that you have worked hard for this money, and by the grace of Almighty God, you will spend this money well, in good health. The collective goal of the CPS and this present administration is to ensure that every worker, once is engaged from the public service, will receive his or her own entitlement as and when due. I'm sure you would also confirm that the state government on a monthly basis sends your contributions to your PFA. Lagos State is about the only state that is doing this on time, so I think we need to give Mr. Governor a round of applause. Today, the present administration of Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu will be presenting 482 retirees with a sum of 1.5 billion naira, being their past service benefits prior to the commencement of the contributory pension scheme. Laspec is committed to Mr. Governor's goal of the immediate payment of pension entitlements upon retirement from the public service, and we are ensuring that the promise of Mr. Governor that by the time he finishes his first term, that he will be on a pay-as-you-go, and by the grace of Almighty God, he will achieve this. Amen. Like I said earlier, please, you have been told the various options, the two options available to you, and I pray that God will guide you in choosing the right decision. please and please also tell your fellow retirees that they should be aware of individuals and associations parading themselves, saying that they are working in the state government. We do not work with anybody. And I'm sure you have not paid anybody to be called today to get your benefits. So please tell the other retirees that they should not work with anybody. They should come to Laspec or at worst go to the Ministry of Establishment. We will attend to you. And like I said, very soon, everybody, the backlog will be cleared. I thank you also once again, and I want to appreciate our stakeholders, the PFAs and the ESPs, for their effort in ensuring the successful implementation of the Contributory Pension Scheme in Lagos State. Once again, I welcome you all to this event, and I wish you all long life, good health in retirement.
Thank you very much, sir. The Director General, that is the way it is. Very precise, educative message, loving one, and a happy and a fulfilling message. Please give me the general. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, you know, before he joined us, Mr. Okumola has explained all you need to know, and we told you to reserve your questions for now. Okay, this is the time. So, it is now time for question and answer. If you have any question, you raise up your hand, we invite you to step forward, tell us your name, and ask your question. But please, please, don't let us repeat the question somebody has already asked. I've noticed that we do a lot of repetition, and it takes a lot of time to get to the matter of this. So please, if you have a question and you have seen that somebody else has already answered the question, please just drop it. Thank you very much. Daddy, yes, please come forward. You tell us your name, then ask your question.
Honorable Commissioner and other officers on the high table and my fellow retirees. My question is centered on when the lecturer, sorry, my name is Awad Siriyo Ayatollah. Yes, when the lecturer was giving us the lecture, he did talk about the guarantee number of years that the annuity insurance company will give, which is 10 years. And that if peradventure the beneficiary, the retiree died before that number of 10 years, let's say 2 years after the something, he has 8 years, that the beneficiaries will now have access to collect the remaining 8 years. Now, and he did say that the retiree will have written his beneficiary, assuming he has written his beneficiary or beneficiaries. One thing I want to ask first, is it beneficiary or beneficiaries? If it is beneficiary, which means it's going to be only one person. If it is beneficiaries, it's going to have more than one person. Now, the question I want to ask is this. If
One house, please.
If it is a beneficiary and the beneficiary died, who will now and how will they collect that remaining entitlement? How will they? Because the retiree himself has died, and the beneficiary he puts in his has equally died. How are they going to retrieve the benefit? That's the question. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. I believe you have represented the second row. So we do it. This row, do we have anybody? Okay, madam.
Standing on the Bolande Fakorede. While he was talking, he said, if you are with the programming withdrawal, that there can be salary enhancement or pension enhancement, that it can be increased. How about if you are with the annuity department, the insurance annuity? Can there be enhancement too? Then secondly, please, this is personal. I got a message from my PFA last week that the government paid till January ending, that my February was not contributed. I don't know who to meet for it. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have for this row, representing the third row, please sir, step forward.
Honorable Commissioner and all the IT. Alaji Balogun on the phone. My question was that when they are giving us the lecture, they give many optional. Then why didn't they give optional on the 10 years monthly bills for 10 years? But why is it that money is not optional for a person who wanted it 5 years?
Okay, sir, noted.
Sorry, sir, before we take on. Sorry, sir, can I just quickly react to that question? I'm not sure Sheyi said that it's optional for 10 years. What Sheyi will have said is that if you are in annuity, correct me if I'm wrong, Sheyi, if you opt for annuity, it is guaranteed for 10 years. Now, hold on. So what that simply means is this. If that person goes into annuity and that person lives for another 100 years, the insurance company will continue to pay that person till that person dies. However, if you start today and the person has collected only for 2 years, the person's beneficiaries would get what is left for 8 years. So there's a difference between what you said and what he said. What he said is that annuity is for life. No matter, so if the person collects it today and still lives another 100 years, the insurance company will continue to pay that person. If, however, that person dies after 2 years, the beneficiaries will collect 8 years because it has a guarantee of 10 years. So I hope we are clear, sir.
Okay, sir, thank you. Noted. That's for the third row. The fourth row, please. Okay, Daddy. Please, you can come and explain.
Are you talking about program withdrawal, sir? There's no, I'm sure you would have said that program withdrawal has any years. Yeah, so it's the only thing he has refers to annuity.
All other protocol duly observed. I am Mr. Fagoyo Ujo Jacob. I have 2 proposed questions. The first one, during the period our brother was addressing us, he made mention of one thing which I did not understand very well. He said if the money agreed to you is not correct, you can apply for correction. How will somebody know? This is the question now. How will somebody know that his money or her money is not correct? That is the first question. The second question, please, I would like to know the key difference between beneficiary and next of kin. Thank you.
All right. Mrs. Morenike Makinde will respond to the questions.
Thank you very much for your question. I'll start from Mr. Idowu Jacob. Fagoyo. Sorry, sir. You want to know if the value you accrued right, whether it's correct or not. So as soon as you receive your bond certificate today, I'm sure Shelly told you to check all the information there. The retirement bond certificate that is being issued to you today, the value you see there is as at 31st March 2007. So if you check your grade level, and as at 31st March 2007, you were assuming level 15, and you're saying level 13 on the bond certificate. That shows or signals that something is not right. Okay? So you can come upstairs, you can come to the third floor, we will check for you and confirm whether there is any error. You know, so once you check and you find out that the information, particularly your grade level, your age, date of appointment, those three components, if they are not correct, please come up. There might be an error, you know, so you'll be able to do the necessary adjustments. And then you ask the question about beneficiary and next of kin. So your next of kin is a contact person, all right? It is a contact person, somebody we can quickly call. It could be a relative, it could be a neighbor, it could be a family. We're trying to reach you, we can't get through to you. Somebody that is close to you, okay? But that person does not have a legal ground to your inheritance. That's the difference between a beneficiary and next of kin. So your next of kin is somebody you would contact for somebody that is close to you, a relative. But a beneficiary has a legal ground. So remember, somebody asked a question, what if I have put one beneficiary or I have two? Those are an annuity, then you do not qualify for pension enhancement. She also has a question about missing contribution.
You will also recall that she mentioned that if you are in program withdrawal, you can change to annuity. Yes. Note, once you go to annuity, you cannot come back to program withdrawal.
What else is? So if you have missing contributions, most often we don't check our retirement certificate, your statement from your PFA. You know, until we ask you to bring your statement, most of us do not check because you assume that, oh, I get alert every month, and so it means that everything is in place. But if you go through your statements from your PFA, you would know some of you are seated there and you have some months that, you know, the payments were deducted from your salary, but they are not in your RSA. So if you notice any of such, please ensure that you get the pay slips for that period and then come up to the third floor, your account to be reconciled. Thank you. Mr. Lawal, you asked, I think DG has also addressed that issue about annuity, you know, the 10 years that is guaranteed. So, what is important? I hear she has mentioned that, you know, don't do what your friend is doing. Everybody needs to check their situation and circumstance and determine whether annuity is good for me or whether program withdrawal is suitable for me. You can't do what your friend is doing because you really do not know why they are making that choice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, in terms of beneficiaries, if you choose annuity, you can choose to put as many people as you want. So it doesn't have to be one person. And for annuity, you know, for program withdrawal, in the case of death, most of us are always scared of writing a will. In the case of death, for program withdrawal, it means that your maybe children or relatives, people around you, we need to go and get a letter of administration. But if you're on annuity, that would have been tidied up. Okay, at the point where you're signing, that information and who should get what would have been tidied up. That's why they are referred to as beneficiaries and not next of kin. Thank you very much.
As on the website, you attend to all other questions. Thank you very much. The Honorable Commissioner is not here with us this morning, but she has sent a beautiful message to you people, to everybody, all the retirees, through the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Establishment, Training and Pensions, in person of Dr. Abiodun Oloyede, keynote advisor. Please give him a big round of applause. Thank you.
Exactly, that person. They won't just give money to anybody that comes.
Members of the body of Permanent Secretary are present. My friend, my brother, my buddies, the Director General and the Executive Director of Finance and Investment, Laspec, all officers of Laspec, representatives of the pension fund, administrators and annuity service providers, our retirees, the reason we are all here today, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I've been told, I'm not the commissioner, I'm only representing the commissioner. The commissioner is a woman, I am a man. She would have loved to be here with you, but she had other things to attend to, and she sends apologies. However, before I read that speech, I just want to make a comment. I entered here and saw some faces of some people who welcome me to the service when I go here. At least I saw two of them. I saw some faces here and I was saying to myself, are these people really retired? They're all looking so fine, so fresh, so wonderful. Now I understand why the DG was telling the men not to marry. They are still looking very young. And of course the ladies are looking wonderfully beautiful. But I am told that in all circumstances we should all give thanks to God. Many started this journey with you and are not here. It's not by power, it's not by might. Am I right? And I think for that alone, we deserve to sing and appreciate God. So let us sing and appreciate God.
We have achieved two things with that song. Number one, we have shown our position to God for sparing our lives. And number two, when I go here, you're all looking too tired and all that, and you're shaking yourself up, you're lively, and will continue to be lively, and we thank God. Now, to read the commissioner's speech. Today is the 94th retirement board presentation ceremony since the inception of the contributory pension scheme in Lagos State. It is a pleasure to be part of this remarkable celebration and presentation of retirement board certificates to our dear retirees. The state government is truly grateful for your hard work and recognizes the need to protect your retirement benefits. Hence, Lagos State was one of the first states to implement the contributory pension scheme with an objective to ensure you receive income regularly in your retirement. In this regard, we are being a consistent high flyer in the pension industry with over 40.5 billion paid to 10,862 retirees. Yes, clap for Lagos State. Yes, clap. Retirees in the mainstream, local governments, state universal basic board, Supreme, Teaching Service Commission, TESCOM, and other parastatals of the state government from May 2019 till date. Our vision is to have a dynamic, efficient, and effective workforce to pilot the agenda of a greener Lagos. The safe retirement and welfare of our officers is a major priority in actualizing this goal. Today, under the administration of Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Lagos State government has once again faithfully honored its obligations as stated in the amended Lagos State Contributory Pension Scheme Law. I'm happy to report that we have paid accrued pension rights of 1.5 billion to the retirement savings account of 482 retirees this month alone. And this is done along their monthly contributions. The Lagos State Pension Commission collaborates frequently with policymakers and stakeholders in the industry to strengthen the governance, management, and effectiveness of the contributory pension scheme in the state. We are currently working on some reforms based on global best practices to reduce post-retirement financial difficulties. During this event, you will learn about the different options available for investing the funds in your retirement account. Please ensure you only seek advice from competent and reliable sources. Do not hesitate to contact Laspec or even the Ministry of Establishments, Training and Pensions for questions or clarifications regarding the modalities surrounding your retirement benefit matters. I congratulate every retiree present and wish you all the best. I pray that God will give you good health, long life, to enjoy your benefits. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, that is the commissioner's speech. But I will not be there again without praying for you. Now, but before I do that, I just want to say this. Because for those of us who are still here, we are not married yet, or we are not retired, sorry. We are not retired yet, we have to learn one thing. For the men, how your retirement years will look like is how you treat your wife when you are still working. If you don't treat her well, you have a lonely retirement here. Because you whether have an excuse to go and do your work, but if you treat her well, she will not want to go. So I'm challenging you, please. Let us treat our wives well when we are still young, so that we want to leave us. And for the money too, don't say because they didn't treat you well, you are going to leave him now. And that is what you are. Thank you very much.
I believe in you now. We're standing ovation for that. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for the beautiful speech. It's one thing to send someone on an errand. It's another thing for the person to deliver it beautifully. Let's give him a big round of applause. And to buttress what he said, I have seen some issues like that the wives are giving them the dose of their own pill when they were young in the marriage. So, Biko, thank you very much. Yes, we have come to the issue of the day, and that is and as the Permanent Secretary informed you, retirees are king in Lagos State. Give Lagos State a big round. Okay. DJs, I will be wondering the guests have been entertaining on your behalf before you join the program. Okay, she's no other person than the Olori of His Royal Majesty Oba Oyekanmi, the Alashipa of Ashipa in Ife North local government. Please step down, ma, to collect your bond. You're most welcome. A retiree, but on another beautiful level. God will elevate all of us. Ilẹ̀ fọba pé ọba aláṣẹ ọba. Ilẹ̀ fọba pé ọba aláṣẹ. Thank you very much. Thank you. We have Mr. Odukoya Olubunmi Babatunde. Odukoya Olubunmi Babatunde. Ẹjọ́ ẹ má fẹ́ yàwó mi, ẹ tún dórúkọ obìnrin. Bádì owó wá fẹ́ láyé, dádì owó very much. No advice. Thank you. Giwa Amidat Iyabo, the Egbeba we give my school mother. My school mother, Ewo Mama Yari Mari does you. Ewo Mama Ewo Mama Yari Mari does you. Wake Kori Edema O Yaya. Wake Kori Edema O Yaya. How many of you have the big like this? Please give her a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Mrs. Oduyeru Rashidat Oluwakem. Ogaj. Àwọn fashionable madam nìyẹn ẹ máa step. Màrìmáyọ̀ síbi tó ń wẹ̀ o. Màrìmáyọ̀ síbi tó ń wẹ̀ o. Stepping sí ń kọ́. Thank you very much. Mr. Adesegun John Adebomi. Okay, that is Daddy Elijah. This is the day that the Lord has made. I rejoice. I am sure the provost in one Anglican church. And we are not in life public. Am I right, sir? Thank you. Agatha Olubukola Musa. Agatha Olubukola. Baba, Mr. Ogungbemi Elijah Olugbenga. We are saying thank you, Baba. Thank you, my God. Okay, okay, Baby Sola, we are going to present that outside because she is on the wheelchair. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for everything you have done. Thank you very much, sir. Mommies and daddies, if you need to revalidate your LASRA information, this is the time to do it. The time is now. They are just at your beck and call on the other side of the hall. So you can do that before you go. Revalidation of your information. Thank you very much. Yes. Please, all other retirees present, Be rest assured you are going to collect your bond certificates today. Reason why we distributed few is that the permanent secretary needs to go and attend to other official duties. So pardon us. Yes, this is the time to call on the Olori to please respond of other retirees here present. Thank you, ma'am.
Inú mi dùn wípé mo rọ́jọ́ òní. Inú mi dùn fọjọ́ òní ṣojú mi. Congratulations, ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ wá. Ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ wá. Ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ wá. Congratulations, ọ̀rẹ́ mọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ wá. On behalf of all the retirees here today, we give glory to Almighty God for keeping us till today and alhamdulillah. We now appreciate Lagos State Governor for always being here for us. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, we say thanks to him and his cabinet, the commissioners, PM, Laspec workers and others. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ o. Ẹ ṣé adúpẹ́ o. God bless you. Ẹyẹ èèyàn ní a ò ní fowó náà wọ àìsàn o. Ẹ̀mí wá kú o. Á jẹun ọmọ o. Ìgbà lásìkò àti jẹun ọmọ bá tó iṣu ọmọ kò tí ó dínà lójú wa o. Kò ní tó wa lẹ́nu o. Ẹ ṣé o.
Thank you very much, ma. You see, when Olori was stretching out her hand for congratulations, none of these men there. One more than wípé wọ́n sá sẹ́yìn ní ìlóde. Wọ́n sá sẹ́yìn. Okay, tó bá gbé kàkà kí ọba. All right, thank you very much. I want to invite the Executive Director of Finance and Investment, Lagos State Pension Commission.
Ministry of AP represented this morning by our dear peers, our dear brother, our dear friend, Dr. Abiodun Onoyele. Thank you very much, sir. Our indefatigable DG, Mr. Obala Obelano, all directors of Laspec here present this morning, and most especially our distinguished daddies and mommies, sweet 16s, handsome gentlemen present this morning. Thank you very much for coming this morning. I mean, we could mistake this place for a church service. Everybody is in their Sunday best. We thank God for His goodness and for His mercies upon us. There's one song that keeps coming to my mind when I just keep looking at your faces. And the song says, when I think of the goodness of Jesus and all He has done for me, my very soul has that we are alive. Over 60 years after we arrived this earth, you will agree with me it is a miracle for you to wake up every day. For all of this, we have no reason not to thank God. He says if we have 1,000 tongues, it will not be enough to thank God. We are alive by His grace. We are breathing by His grace. We are here today to collect our birth certificates by His grace. Who owns all this glory? To God be the glory. We thank our dear Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. He has been excellent when it comes to ensuring that our dear retirees get their benefits. We know at times it may seem like the process is long, but I can assure you that it has been consistent and unceasing since our dear governor came here. I believe he deserves a round of applause. We should not forget to mention our lovely commissioner, even though she's not here this morning. She has also been very, very passionate when it comes to affairs of people who have worked tirelessly for this state. Even though she's absent here, I'm sure she's watching us this morning, and I believe it is also good for us to give her a fantastic round of applause. To our DG, I don't know what we would say, but he has been wonderful. He has been wonderful. Our dear DG, thank you very much for the unrelenting work you have been putting in to ensure that our retirees continue to look fresh each and every day we see them. Every single director in Laspec, thank you for the work you are putting in. Every single member of Laspec who has been working tirelessly to ensure that our fathers and mothers are not denied what they have worked for. We thank you all. Our fathers and mothers, we cannot but also thank you for your patience. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. You have been very patient. My prayer this morning is that the Lord will continue to strengthen you. I pray this morning the Lord will be with you. The Lord will make his face to shine upon you. Your going and coming shall be preserved. You shall only hear good news from your children, and you shall go and come and you shall be covered. God bless you as you go.
Thank you very much. The Executive Director, don't worry, his ministry will soon be open. And as I've always told him, I would like to be the treasurer. Thank you very much. I'd like to say thank you to everybody. When you collect your bond, please go to your PFAs to collect your food and your gifts. Your food and gifts are all with your PFAs. Thank you very much. I would like to say a very big thank you to the Cabinet Secretary, Dr. Abiodun Onoyende. Thanks for coming. Daddy,
It's time to start sharing the board certificates. Please, as soon as you pick your board, please go to the back. Your PFAs are there. They're waiting for you. So we start with ARO. Ide Felicia.